Happy New Year, everybody. 2022 is going to be a year where we're going to have more surprises, more things, more obstacles, and a lot of stuff, personal things, business things to overcome. But we're ready for it. We have come last 2 years. I know of people that went through really, really hard times, and people have lost their jobs, and I was one of them. But Coach's Corner is now the Coach's Igloo. But I want to give you guys a secret ingredient to the happiness of life. And it's a diary. And you're like, that's not the secret, Autumn. You're like so out there. Yes, I am out there. But I also know that a diary that is the most wonderful thing, where you can write in and not just type into a computer. You can write in your thoughts, and you're angry and you're stressful and your anxiety and beautiful things, and you can keep track of your training, and you can write, you don't like this one, you love this one, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you ate this and you feel like crap, and I just, all these things. And it's your diary. It's unfiltered, unedited. It belongs to you. Don't underestimate the power of writing down something in a book, on a piece of paper. And instead of sitting there and playing chipmunk chase, or the crushing the candies, or those things that it's a computer. You feel like you're engaged, like you're connecting to something. You're not. And I am not not the only person that, you're like on your computer and you're checking this and you're checking that, and you, for one moment in time, you feel amazing, but you walk away and you're like, what did that bring into my life? Nothing. But if I write it in a diary, I can get excited about things. I can be sad about things. I can be happy about things. And those are the things we try so hard to avoid. And that's why we're sitting there playing something that doesn't, there's nothing. It doesn't enrich our lives from inside. So get yourself a diary, write down your adventures, write down your celebrations, and write down your failures, and don't be afraid to write it down and share it. No, don't share it. If you share anything in your diary, it means that you wrote your diary for somebody else, for other people. I don't write my diary if somebody finds my diary, holy crap, that's going to be a mess, because the stuff I write in there is just like mind blowing. I write my celebrations, and I write, like, if somebody made me feel not good about, who I am, I write that down. I filter it out, and then I move forward. But I'm not going to give the power to not deal with that. And that's why we become emotionally rich, is when you're willing to look at those things and say, holy cannoli, this is really making me feel better, instead of like taking it inside and becoming toxic and angry and bitter, and that. I put it in a book. I put it away. And that's how we can deal with something. But you can also deal with beautiful things. You can write about when you run your fastest run, how it made you feel. Because sometimes people doesn't understand when you ran up the mountain and you got to the top, and it feels like you feel like you are on top of the world, and they're like, no, I don't get it. And I'm like, of course you don't get it, because you don't know that how it feels. But it's okay. You don't have to get it. But I'm going to write it in my diary, because that is how excited I get when something good happens. We don't always have to share with people our celebrations, because sometimes they don't understand. But if you write it in your diary, the most important that will understand is you. So, coming from the Coach's Igloo, I highly recommend get yourself the coolest diary ever and enjoy writing for 2022. I'll see you soon.